from today in the MLB. And I also want to share a new little tool that I finally developed. I ended up going about good 45% Mets. So I had a couple of good lineups. Nothing's going to probably win anything, like take it down, but I don't know. This could amount to something if we get a little juice out of the Cardinals. This is the World Championship qualifier, and then we'll talk about other ones. But this is the single entry. What's up, Scott? Yeah, I just saw your single entry lineup just get. Well, you're back in first again. Yeah, I saw this up at the top. So we'll continue to root for this as we kind of get here. So I don't know if you can hold this dude off, Scott, but it's going to be interesting to see if you can. So you have Snell, which is good, and he has Cobb. Yeah, I don't know how many innings Snell has left in him. So we're gonna see. The good news, well, it is what it is. Yeah, and you're gonna get 4 from Abbott for the win, which is nice, and that's it, right? So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to hold off Max Muncy, who's up right now, actually. So that's an interesting thing that we got to keep an eye on. Now, as I mentioned, I had a whole bunch of moves. So doing well, but not well enough to just literally take anything down. But with any luck, I'll have a winning night. But I thought qualifier could amount to something. So we have to negative sweat Muncy here.
Don't negative sweat Muncy
for Scott.
Wait, for Scott and for you. Wait, where are you? Which are you?
I'm out. I'm dead.
Oh,
but this one is also interesting. This is a qualifier on FanDuel.
Good job by Scott.
Which could get going. Yeah, this one I got a bunch of Torontos. So this one, I got to get it going here, obviously. But this is something to root for. But it's but basically my Mets just kind of were good, except the one guy I couldn't do anything was the catcher, Alvarez. The only one I couldn't do anything. Yeah, so McCarty's going to have a tough time. He's got to hold off. He's got to hold off Max Muncy basically.
Second and third, nobody out.
And he just got a single. It looks like,
which is actually really good for me, but unfortunately,
a single out an RBI. It looks like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is not going to work for Mr. McCarty in the single entry. In the immaculate, let's see some of these others. In the immaculate inning, what do I have? I'm cashing this one, but again, it's good to cash. Isn't going to.
Bots at DFS PGA projections have been updated. They should be available on SaberSim in a few minutes.
But like you said, the Cardinals are the Cardinals. You never know. Cardinals can get it going. And good call, Mr. Bobby on the Abbott, who's going to end up with 30. It looks like. And boy, oh boy, did Alex Cobb get off to a freaking flying start in that game. That was crazy.
No, Muncy just got an RBI, by the way.
No, I said that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. That's terrible for me because I've got the Mookie Betts out. I had literally like the sort of nuttish start, but I had the it's not even the top 500 right now, but I had the Twins outfield, which they were all in the 2K, 2200 and 2800, and they had 12, 24, and 16. And then I have Cobb, and I have what's his name in one, and the small one, and the good play, and then I have Burns in the big one. But
yeah, so we got action here. We definitely have action. I wonder if this thing actually has a chance, this FanDuel thing. So I can get the 40 points. That's not a big deal. It's a couple of home runs, right?
Let's see what you got on FanDuel.
I've got this is my this is the
I can only see the DraftKings.
oh, I keep doing the same freaking thing. So share this tab instead.
I just
Okay,
put them
so
on.
this is the qualifier.
Oh,
I'm in 7th with 29 innings left,
well, you could definitely do it. You're just gonna have to worry about behind you.
and I got 4 Torontos.
Oh, that's nice because nobody's got the. Well, I mean, I guess the Toronto on the FanDuel actually was popular.
Yeah, but I mean, I got 4 of them, so I mean,
Yeah, it's pretty
well,
good.
let's see who are these guys ahead of me though. The Games does not have any Toronto, so I'm not worried about him. Giant Squid does not have any Toronto, so I'm not worried about him. The HD Killer has no Toronto, so I'm not worried about him. This guy's got 15 PMR with no Torontos. So everybody ahead of me, nobody has Toronto at all. And now behind me, the Prezik has just 2 Torontos, actually 3. He's got Guerrero, Chapman, and Bichette, where I have. Well, I don't have Guerrero. No, I have Guerrero, Bichette, Chapman, and Witt. So I have him covered. And this guy's got 39. So this guy's got Merrifield. No, it's Chapman, Guerrero, but I have the rest of him. So okay, so I got a shot. I mean, I need Toronto's to do something for this one. They're not up yet, so don't worry about that. The Deuces Wilds, I'm cashing there, but nothing major. But overall, I mean, what about this thing, this single entry lineup here? This is 165, only 17 left. That's the single entry Roto Grinders thing. This guy FJ Bourne is like, oh, that's you. Is this you over here? This isn't you, SM Cardi, is it on FanDuel? SM Men Carry? I guess not. And over here, yeah, I need some Cardinals, I guess. So Cardinals in Toronto. That would be ideal. I want to share something else with you guys. I'm actually kind of psyched about this. So what's his Bobby? We have to figure out how to work this, but I want to show you guys a tool that I finally created, and I'm gonna have to share the tab, right? So
yeah, share it. I'm gonna get back in just a second.
How do I do this? So let's unshare. Then we're gonna go into. How do I do this? Stop screen sharing. Then we're going to share screen, window, ownership tracking here. We'll wait for Bobby to come back, and I will show you what I did. Bases loaded for the Padres over there. Let's see what's over there. Looks like there's a commercial in the podcast. So
you may have to get us canceled so I can watch the Dodger game. It's the only way I can watch it.
Are you back up, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Okay, so over here on the right, what I did, we finally created this, was an ownership tracking thing. So what I do is whenever I now upload my sheets, it saves the ownership projections in a file. And then what I could do is after the contest starts, I can download a separate file with like the actual ownership. And what this does right here is this compares the projected ownership with the actual ownership, and it ranks them by how far we were off. So for example, this is tennis. So tennis, this here column is what we projected. This was what was actually owned, and this is rated by absolute difference. So this is rated by where we were off the most. And I can resort it by however we want. But this is pretty freaking cool that I can do this. And what I'm probably going to start doing is just start posting it up on somewhere on the site. I have to kind of figure out where to put it. But so this would be tennis. And I did one also for baseball as well. let's just see. And it could be buggy because literally this is the first night I'm trying it.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, the spreadsheet guy just finished. So this is baseball. Like, so for example, where we were most off is that Cody Bellinger, we only had projected 11%. He ended up 19. Acuna, we had
Which buy-in was this?
This is just the lottery.
Okay, I just want to make sure this.
I mean, I could do it for whichever contest I want.
Yeah. I was just curious.
Lottery. And Acuna, we thought would be like 16. He was 8. So it'd be interesting to see over the course of time where the projections are most off and where they're most on and things like that. So that's this is just kind of an interesting little tool that we created, and we'll see the best way to make use of it. Yeah. As Alex Cobb makes his season high in strikeouts on the channel to the left. Padres left the bases loaded. Is that what happened?
Dodgers left the bases loaded with Mookie, and then literally my entire lineup coming up after already with the home run. They hit a home run, they had doubled and single. It would have been a monster inning. So I was bumming about that.
Yes, let's share this thing again. Share. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that like the winner is just gonna have like some better derivative of mine. You know what I mean? Like I just don't have the right combination of these things.
Yeah.
Well, that's
somehow for a second when I was in the top thing, I think my lineup is duplicated my best lineup, which is amazing because there is of all the hitters, not one is higher than 9%, and they're 1%, 1%, 2%, 3%, 7%, 7%, and 5%. And they're different team stacks together. Like it makes no sense. How could that get duplicated?
Meanwhile, I didn't do it, but Merrill Kelly's having a good game.
But he's got to come out soon, right?
I don't know. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
They said no restrictions. I hope whatever, it doesn't make a difference. Snell's still in there. I thought he must have had like 200 pitches by now. It seemed like he was like everybody on base every inning. It seemed like.
Do you know who else was a pretty decent play? Was the weird idea I had if they decided to let Pivetta start.
Who?
Pivetta. He was fine. He was 6,600. He put up 18. It's better than the big guys did.
Yeah, so Alex Wood is through. I keep saying Alex Wood. I get him confused.
It makes sense. They both played for the Dodgers at the same time.
What's the guy's name that's playing right now? Cobb.
Okay, right. Cobb and Wood, who were both Dodgers and then Giants for the whole time we've been doing DFS. So it's not your bad.
You know who ended up really low owned that I had was Verlander.
Verlander was low owned. Yeah, what did he end up with?
Like 27, something like that.
Oh, nice. I actually ended up getting him in, I think, either 2 or 3 of my 111s.
Listen, I didn't see Arias like mow down the first 2 guys before I even turned the channel over here. Somebody made a bloop single. I don't know who is it. Is that possibly Merrifield? No, Luplow. Oh my God! Didn't even know he's on the team.
He was a Dodger at one point.
Jordan Luplow is on Toronto. What will they think of next?
Kike Hernandez is going to be a Dodger again.
I was going to text you that earlier today. I figured you knew already. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll work too. He'll find
Blake Snell, another walk. He's I thought he had more pitches. He has only 82 pitches.
Yeah. You never know when it's the end for him, though.
Yeah, I know. Well, runner on first, no B out in the 6th with the Santana coming up. They'll let him pitch the rest of this inning for sure.
I kept pivoting off of the Savale Cobb one, and that was the right decision, I think. And because even what's his name at whatever who I loved didn't get as many fantasy. Oh, Abbott. I mean, he got he has the same amount right now, and he may not get it because they just made it 4-3 in the ninth.
I'll tell you that Abbott's pretty freaking good.
Dude, all he does is I mean, look at his numbers. It's not a fluke. This is a guy who can gun it, and they just can't touch him.
Yep.
It's just weird that he faced them twice and he didn't strike out many of them, and now it's like, well, he's not the same guy. He's going to go through ups and downs, but he's so good.
But the Cincinnati Milwaukee is still going, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yelich just hit a 3-run homer.
Oh wow!
Which helped somebody get way up there. He was only
Kevin Kiermaier. Oh, missed by an inch.
good. Oh, not for you. But you didn't play Kiermaier.
No, I don't have him in this. No. I mean, I have him somewhere, but not enough.
You'd like him to walk or something, just in case somebody else somewhere down the line has him.
Blake Snell goes to 3-1.
There's a lot to sweat here left to go. There's a lot of game left.
Oh yeah.
It's like all of my lineups are still, everything's live.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of shit going on.
That's why I'm irritated by the Dodgers start. I felt like they really could have tacked it on early when they had Mookie with the bases loaded, and they just missed the opportunity. And they had my low-owned guys like Rojas, and who's like 1% owned on FanDuel.
3-2 for Snell. Runner on first, nobody out. This is big for a 50% owned guy. This pitch. Oh, he got bailed out. It was would have been a walk and 10. Instead, we got a force out at second.
So he's through 5. Will they let him go one more is the question. Sometimes they don't. But I think they will. Snell, I think they're on the let him pitch train.
Yeah, there's two outs, bottom 6. I mean,
no, he's through 5.
Yeah, I'm saying this is the top of the 6th right now.
Right. I'm just trying to think. Oh, my bad. I keep thinking of him for some reason as being at home. He is. No, I'm sorry, he's being on the road.
It's top 6, 88 pitches,
He's
1
pitching
out, 1 out, runner on first. They'll get him this inning.
If anybody gets on, I think. Well, I don't know what they'll do.
Urias has 2-2 to Kiermaier.
Oh, I thought when you said he missed one, I thought that it was like Todd or something. That's why I got confused.
And Waldichuk is still in there, just cruising along with another strikeout. Waldichuk with 6 strikeouts.
I know my Giants really let me down tonight.
And Snell with the force out, 2 outs. And Kiermaier, lazy fly. Dodgers will corral that to end the inning. The Cardinals, top 7. Well, Kelly's out at least.
He threw 86 pitches. I mean, he only had 17.9 fantasy points.
Okay.
I wouldn't have played that. I wouldn't have. Steven Matz, on the other hand, who I did play a little bit, is still going, and he's got 22.
He's doing. He's in line for the win.
He's in line for the win.
1-0 for Triolo's at the plate.
I have Triolo a little bit.
Oh, good play by the Arizona first baseman. Dude, what's his name? Who's the big dude for the Mets again? The lefty, Vogelback. Man, he hit the ball like 100 miles, like 200 miles an hour out of the park today.
I know. They pulled him right after.
Yeah, Matt was saying, "What the hell?" I'm like, "Yeah, welcome to the MLB."
Yeah, fucking ridiculous. And as far as I'm concerned, until it's like, I guess they're kind of in must-win mode because of where they're at in the season and the expectations, but it's kind of weird to do how early in the season a lot of teams were doing it. The Dodgers are doing it a lot now. It's something you have to watch out for. They did it with Hayward the other night.
Snell 2-2, 2 outs, 94th pitch. I imagine this is his last inning,
Yeah.
even if he gets this guy out.
There's an outside chance.
It's 2-1.
Yeah, they wouldn't do it, I don't think, but it's not like they're like rocking him right now.
Foul ball. There's Jason Hayward. Jason Hayward on the Dodgers.
The Dodgers hits home runs and then they take him out.
Jason Hayward, ladies and gentlemen, on the Dodgers.
He's a great dude. He's like best friends with Freddie Freeman.
Oh, really?
Kids, yeah. So like they do everything together.
And Snell goes to 3-2 again. As what's his name was saying, as Scott McCarter was saying, man, you play Snell, man, your nerves are, it ain't so easy. A lot of the time.
Really is the closest thing though to Steph or I don't know. No. Yeah, Steph is probably the thing. Is Mookie. There's a way he's just so good at everything and it looks effortless. Like I wish that fielding was more in play,
Yeah.
But like it's bizarre. Nobody runs on him anymore at all. And if there's ever a chance, he throws them out. Like it never doesn't happen. It's the weirdest thing. And he has this like effortless way. But about the double sport things, I was thinking about it because people were talking and they're over exaggerating. Steph couldn't play on the PGA Tour now, but had he studied at golf, I don't think there's any question that's what he would have done, and he would have been great at it. But Mookie is currently like one of the better, underrated bowlers. He bowled 3 perfect games on national TV, like in competitions.
Snell 3-2.
He's really good.
Does not get the call. Wow. Does not get the call at home.
Who's coming up?
Walk, first and second. Gonzalez coming up.
Gonzalez.
Yeah, whoever that is.
Gonzalez.
Oh, wait, here comes the manager. Let's see what he's going to do. He's walking out. It's 98 pitches. He's looking out the bullpen. He's thinking. He's looking. He has that look on him like he's going to take him out. Let's see what he does.
Okay.
Let's see. He's walking. And he's talking to him. And I think he's going to leave him. Yeah, Niebla, whoever that is. Is that the manager, Niebla, or is that the pitching coach?
Honestly, that's the pitching coach, I believe.
Okay. And the umpire and the manager's in the dugout.
That name right, so I don't know for sure.
Outman is up, 1-2 on him.
Well, Alonso is 10% on FanDuel. The pricing really just makes you play these guys.
Oh, he crushed one of the home runs. He had 2.
People are complaining about him. I'm telling you, he's going to hit 40-plus home runs, and everybody's going to complain about him.
So it's Nick Gonzalez.
At least he played.
First and second. Takes strike 1.
How can Milwaukee still be hanging around? What's happening in that game?
I don't know. I have
Let's check that one out. Oh, it's 3-2 in the 9th. Runner at second.
Outman walks.
It's over.
That's over now. So Abbott gets the win?
Yeah.
Oh, Chris Bass does not get the call. He's just off it a little bit.
He's off it because he's facing the Dodgers, man. He could have been rocked already. You should thank his lucky stars. The bottom of the lineup.
1-1, first and second for Snell. Pitch clock ticking away. Strike 2, 1-2. 101 pitches. I presume this is his last batter, one way or the other.
Well, he's certainly not going to be out in the winning lineup, so it's not that relevant.
Well,
there's a chance, I guess he could.
Never know.
There's like Corbin Burns in certain winning lineups right now.
The pitch. Oh, the shift got him. He's out. Boy, even with the anti-shift rule, they had the guy right there over second base and played perfectly. So he got out of it. So what we can do now is we can X out that game on my TVs here.
The guy who's winning the $3, the giant one, that's got the most people. He has Kirby in his lineup, and he has a 5 minutes. He had a 5 minute Seattle stack, which, boy, get there in the 8th and 9th, so don't you? And then he got some one. He's got a one off of Horner, one off of Alonso, and a one off of Tatis.
So this Cardinal dude mowed him down. So they're going to the 8th inning. Cardinals are up 1-0. We have is Cobb still in the game here? No, it looks like they pulled Cobb. Wait. Yeah.
Come on, Rojas, get on base and then Mookie do something and get that offense going.
Mookie's up right now. But Rojas made out. Mookie's up already.
Good.
Runner on first. 0-1. Now 0-2.
Run.
We need a home run for the Bobby.
I've got a lot of the Dodgers, a lot of Mookie. I don't like playing the Dodgers without Mookie. The thing I realized, though, is that even though he and Acuna have the highest upside, there's going to be those nights where playing the stack without them has got to be more profitable, especially in Acuna's case, because the other Braves get owned because people want to play Acuna and Olsen, and to some extent Murphy and Riley and Albies, but mostly it's the Acuna. They can't afford those guys, so they end up with all the outfielders and then Acuna and but he always puts up, like, in the games where they score like 15, he always puts up like 17 or 20, which is great. But, like, you don't need that if you take the other guys in the stack usually. Oh, Outman's still second.
Boy, this kind of sucks. Look at this. So the Saul Goodman, who's obviously really, really good. Imagine they're sitting there. He's 2 points out of first for the 100,000 with Tatis as a one-off, and then you look up above you, and the other guy's got the same Tatis one-off.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to win.
Well, no. What I'm saying is he's covered.
No, I'm saying that neither of those teams are going to win.
You don't think so?
No, there's way too much time left.
Yeah, there's other guys. That's right.
The Dodgers are. I mean, there's enough. Even though they're like 5 to 7% owned as a stack, probably maybe a little.
Yeah, a couple of these Freeman. Yeah, it's only the 4th inning. You're right.
Yeah, it's just started, and that Giants game is cruising along. So is the Cardinals one.
Jesus Christ, huh?
Yeah, those are like. I mean, those were when I got here. Like I feel like they've gone through at least this 2.
The Colorado game is still going.
Yeah, the rain delayed.
No, I know, but even still, I mean, it started a while ago.
It started late, but then it rained delayed again.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Now this would be interesting. Like if Paul Goldschmidt makes out, it probably would be the first time I ever seen him make out like the whole season. Like every time I watch him, he like does something. It's crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I have some guys like that. You know who's become like that? It's going to sound like the dumbest thing to ever, but it's only because I see it on, like if I walk by a bar or if I'm at dinner, they'll have like some places will have like the Angel game on.
Yeah.
If the Dodgers aren't playing and stuff.
Joe Adele, you mean?
Shohei.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
It feels like I felt about Judge before. Judge, I just felt like I knew he was going to walk, strike out, or hit a home run every time. I felt like, and I feel like that's pretty much what he does.
So it's 3-1 on Goldschmidt. He's going to have a good pitch to hit. Let's see what he does here. 3-1 and 4-1. So he's on first. Mookie, unlucky. Guy drove it all the way to the wall, pretty much.
Cheats, we didn't get to celebrate your 100,000 win and my 20,000 win if Arenado could somehow hit a grand slam for us there.
Yeah, that would have been nice. But instead he like literally swung at a pitch that bounced 4 feet before the plate. Did you see the at bat?
Hey, if they threw a fastball, he might have been ready.
It was ridiculous. It was just ridiculous.
Sounds like that's what he was waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, like they won't obviously show that. I mean, you could probably find it, but he literally just bounced like way before the plate and he just swung at it.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, he's got Goldschmidt on first, 1-0 count now, and he takes a strike. Now, Goldschmidt's not stealing, right?
It's pretty crazy that Alonso's 4,500. He sometimes does.
All right, up 1.
It's pretty rare.
2-1 on Arenado. We'll have something to hit. That's for sure. And barely got any piece of it. Let's see. Oh, they're coming out to examine. Oh, I think the catcher got hurt for the Diamondbacks. Is that Alec Thomas is up or Lane Thomas for Washington? I don't really have any interest in that game. It's happened to be the fourth game up on the board here. It's DNA. What's the DNA? I'll tell you, I did a sixth in this thing. Yeah, this one's not going to make it. It needs Arenado though. Arenado and then I need Nootbaar, one of both of those guys.
I'm back. I don't know what's going on with my internet. It's driving me nuts.
So it's 2-2 on Arenado, and then A's are cruising along. And Arenado swung at a pitch like 7 feet outside. Struck out. I mean, that was an embarrassment. So then the Nootbaar is going to come up. We got to get this.
I have so many Dodgers texts. Ugh. Yuck.
Let's see. So it's okay. So who we got? Merrifield's up 1-2 from Urias. Not even close. Struck him out. Did you play any of Urias or no?
Yeah, I did in one of my FanDuel ones, actually, in the 222. Which I can't believe I did, but I did it.
I thought it was a good pivot. I liked it.
He's 0.9% owned.
You know what I mean? Like, what else? I mean, what else do you want?
So I'm the only person.
Oh my God! Whoever this guy from Toronto is just crushed this ball off the wall.
Typical player.
Looks like Bichette. Yeah, Bichette with a double. That was crushed. And Nootbaar's got 3-1. It's kind of amazing. I think, like, how does that? I mean, that ball has to leave the yard in every stadium except for this one, it looks like.
Yeah.
All right, so Nootbaar walked. So Bichette made it to second, which that's got to move me up a little. No, because I'm like 8 points behind that guy. So I'm still at 8th over there. Brandon Belt, I do not have. Candelario's just with a nice little double there. Ooh, well hit. So Contreras is now up for the Cardinals, first and second, as the A's game just cruises along at the end of 7. 5 total hits through 7 innings in San Francisco. Belt, it's 2-1 on Belt, it looks like. He had a sacrifice in the first. High strike 1, a strike 2. So it's 2-2, 1 out. Belt, Bichette on second. I imagine you have lads on deck.
Yeah.
And some guy in Washington hit a home run like 700 feet. Who is that?
No, you had a double, right?
No. Vanessa's just hit a home run.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
That's what, 6-5 now?
It's that way.
Here comes the other stacks. Here comes everybody dropping.
Yep, here it comes.
That happened, right?
Here it comes. Baseball's rough.
It's so hard, man. When there's like five relevant games going.
Ooh, he walked Belt. A tough call.
That's huge for you.
Walking, yeah, sure.
What's it? Bases loaded now?
No, first and second.
Oh, that's big.
First and second, 1 out, and I get swipes out of both Vlad and Chapman.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Unless
Unless the Vlad double play comes piling in.
Yeah, fair enough.
It doesn't look like anybody in this particular qualifier had Meneses, but maybe let's see if it hasn't.
Who's on second? For Toronto.
Chet.
I mean, it's possible they could send them.
Yep. Guerrero takes strike 1 right down the middle of the plate. Contreras strikes out for St. Louis.
Oh, Boston got some runs too.
Wow, Vlad hit bounced ball foul. That would have been like a double play for sure if that was like another universe.
Yoshida now is 24. The Boston stacks now are all.
I don't know.
There's just a lot of stuff going on.
Pitching change for Arizona. 0-2 to Vlad.
Boston didn't end up owning because of the rain fear, but
oh my God. Urias with literally a perfect pitch that he didn't get. Oh, I could have sworn he was going to get that one. They get 1-2. That was an amazing pitch. He like fell down, which I think confused the umpire.
Yeah, he does that sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, that was an amazing pitch at 0-2. These guys, you should try that one again. There's no way he could hit that. There it is. Struck him out. The opposite pitch again. Yeah, you have no right to complain, Vlad. It's terrible at that. You got owned on that one. Oh, there's a base hit in the San Francisco game. What the hell's going on here?
What's this?
Amazing. Okay, Vlad. All right, so Chapman is up. Urias better hurry. He's got 1 second. Oh, he got it off. Chapman, and that's going to be an out. God dang it. All right, so now if those didn't work, now we can start rooting for your Dodgers. You see what happens?
Yeah, it goes back and forth. But I wanted you to get something there because I'm not like fighting you. I'm just fighting the rally that it's not gonna. I mean, Mookie's 0 for 3. It's already like I already need a minimum of 5 points from. You know what I mean? It's just really gonna be hard to win without the guy you spent 6,600 on scoring fantasy points.
Yeah.
Not to mention Smith was on base.
Yep.
Ross was on base.
So Gorman is coming up for St. Louis. Kyle Nelson is in to face him.
I'll be back in a second.
Yep. And Nelson to face Gorman. Gorman with a flailing strike. 0-1, 2 outs, first and second. In the top of the 8th. For Gorman, 20 home runs for Nolan Gorman. Yeah, so we got to get our asses in gear here. I mean, 37 points we can get. That's just 2 home runs, but gotta get up again. There's Gorman with a lazy fly. And then we go to the bottom of the 8th. And they're replacing the Colorado pitcher after he shit the bed. I did my first run of the golf sheets, and I'm looking forward to going over that with Bobby tomorrow.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was saying that I did the golf sheets today. I'm looking forward to going over that with you tomorrow. To give you guys a preview. I mean, I'm gonna have very little, like between like 8K and 9,900. Like everything I'm gonna have is probably gonna be over that I'm gonna like is gonna be either I should have one guy over 9K, but like one guy I have a bunch of 10Ks and a bunch of 7Ks. Very, very little. I wouldn't say very little, but less than the 8K range that I usually get. So I'm looking forward to going over that tomorrow. Let me see who's, and it's it's not top field, but it's reasonable enough. I mean, you got Sanjay, Cam Young is the top priced guy.
Yeah.
At 10.9, and then you'll have Finau, M, and Hideki. And then, oh my God! In the recency bias special, they priced Grillo and Straka at 97 and 9,500.
Yeah, I know. I still kind of like Straka.
And one of these days, Justin Thomas is going to win.
I mean, you realize Straka's gone. He won the tournament last tournament he played before that. Like it wasn't.
I know.
Out nowhere.
No, I know that. Vincent Norman, he won his last tournament.
Yeah, I like him. I made an early list when I went through mine today.
Oh, nice.
Sungjae, Hadwin, Aaron Rai, Norman. Eric Cole with the C. And then I put a bunch of cheap guys, and I was going to decide on the other guys bigger, like later on. But Carson Young, Marty Dow, Carl Yuan, Kazire, Ryder.
I would like to announce, by the way, for those of you that played Alex Wood and were expecting to get 4 points for a win, you will not.
You mean Alex Cobb?
Oh yeah, him too. Neither of them will get a win tonight.
Neither. Well, actually, that's not. You know what? You may have spoken too soon.
Oh,
not impossible that Alex Wood could come out of the bullpen if it was a lefty.
That's true. There's a better chance that Alex Wood gets a win than Alex Cobb.
That's 100% true.
Yeah. Ooh, this is actually not the worst thing for St. Louis fans. That Arizona starts with a leadoff triple, threatening to tie the game, which is always good when you're desperate for at-bats.
Yeah.
Freddie Freeman 1 and 2. Wait, hold on. I'm a little behind, actually. His at-bat's probably over. Yeah, he's out. 2 outs in the 5th. Yeah, this is one of, it's I can't even get anything with Bassett right. Like I said, he either has really, really great games or really terrible games, and this is like the exact opposite. He's like exactly in the middle.
Yeah. I played him a little bit tonight. In like the mass thing, had like 7% of them or something.
Yeah, like the top guys are pretty good. I mean, Burns is pretty good. You had
but Abbott and Cobb are still going to.
Yeah, I know.
And Savale.
Well, that's what I was saying. The Minnesota guy was pretty good.
But because so many cheap guys did stuff, the top lineups still have a lot of non-optimal pitchers.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. All right, so it's 1-1. Arizona. Marte scored easily. And here's Max Muncy again. Boy, Max Muncy, I seem to recall he used to have like an open stance.
He's messed with it a little bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was totally open, but yeah, it was more open.
Yeah. How did Adam Wainwright do last night? By the way, I was curious.
I think terribly.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
What? Yeah, he's horrible.
No, I just mean in general. I don't know. I just in general, he's an older guy. You know, he's had a long career, and it's kind of a shame to see, you know, the end of a long career. You know.
Yeah. You never know with him though. He has these weird bounce backs and keeps doing it, and they think he's done.
And like that other guy that finally couldn't do it anymore last year. The other guy with tricks, the other Cy Young guy. Was that lefty who just decided who God damn it, the lefty guy who couldn't strike anybody out anymore. Everybody stacked against him every day. Crap. Keuchel.
Oh yeah.
He won the Cy Young, I think, one year.
Yeah, he did. And he was like virtually, he still didn't strike anybody out, but like it was like Greinke had a year like that where there was no hard contact off of their bats. It was like,
Dude, Keuchel had one like incredible, like towards the, like one of the last starts of not this last season, but the one before. He had one like kind of out of nowhere troll game where he struck out like 9 guys.
Yeah.
Which basically eclipsed the rest of the strikeouts for the whole season for him, I think.
That's going to happen sometimes. And also, like, what's great about that in baseball is that's where you can really use value to try to get in if you want. If you just made a point and said, I'm going to play the Braves this year, you would have, there's no question. It doesn't matter how many pitching things you got wrong. You're going to have been a winning player because they can't be popular because they're pricing.
Ooh, okay. So we have timing issues tomorrow. All right. I don't know if you can be available, but we have a noon slate.
Oh, Jesus. How big is it? Let's see.
It's the same size as the evening slate.
Ugh, one of those.
They're both 5.
I'll make it happen.
I'll definitely make it happen. I'm gonna take a look at it right now, actually.
Let's take a look.
All right, here we go. Oh, let me how do I share this? Oh, share this tab instead. Okay. So this is the early slate tomorrow. We have Joe Ryan against Seattle, 10-7. Zach Eflin against Miami, 10-3. Then Miller. Oh, there's Peralta at 9K. Alcantara at 8,300. Lively, Williams, Marsh. I think all these guys under here are not in play. Oh, except this Gavin Williams.
Williams is for sure.
Yeah. So Williams and all these. And
the question is, do you want to play the Williams chalk? That's what this is going to.
The question is, do you want to play the Williams chalk?
It's going to be Williams and probably Ryan.
Yeah.
As the chalk. I'm going to play Alcantara for sure.
Dude, somebody from Toronto just hit a foul ball like 700 feet. Probably some guy I have. No, I don't actually, because all my guys made out last inning.
Well, you're really good at the near home runs from your non-players.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got one for you. What about playing Jake Irvin tomorrow? It's weird because he's coming off of his career high and what will probably always be his career high in pitches. He threw 111 pitches his last outing. He put up 27 fantasy points, and that's because they were tied at the time. And
yeah, he won the slate.
And no one plays him though. He's 5,300 against Colorado.
He is, isn't he?
I like the Alcantara Irvin. I can already get different in pitching.
Is this B Bryce Miller? Can he strike anybody out?
Cincinnati's got to do something because I think their bullpen is really bad, and I think they get away with a lot. And I think that if they want to really contend, they're going to have to improve this bullpen because every time I see Cincinnati, I want to stack against them, and It's not that they're just so bad; they just don't go into games outside of the Abbotts. You know,
Espinal with a single for Toronto.
that's good for you.
Well, I mean, I don't have him, but it's good for me in general.
Yeah, of course.
And Arizona run around second, one out. Okay, so wait, so who would be? I imagine that the top, without looking at the salaries, I imagine Washington against Lambert will probably look okay. Boy, who else? Milwaukee against Lively, maybe Cleveland. Let's look what these Milwaukee guys are priced. Yelich is they priced him up finally, and they priced Adames up. Yeah, I guess not. Let's see what these Washington guys are again. Oh, Lane Thomas, 5,300. What a country. Yeah, these guys are all pretty cheap still. Abrams, 3,800. It's cheap enough. I don't know.
I have no interest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of who to play.
That's the problem when you run into that team. Although they put up numbers lately, but I always want to play Ruiz, and I always want to play one of the outfielders. Sometimes Candelario this year.
Is it going to be Cleveland again? Starting with Will Brennan at 2,400 or something like that, and then Rosario 4,300. Yeah,
they're very easy and probably fairly popular and probably a pretty decent stack.
Yeah, that looks like.
You did see a little bit of what I was saying about my fear about Seattle, Minnesota today, by the way, with the weather. It was hot, man. And hot weather has a bad effect on pitchers and a good effect on hitters almost all the time.
Also, Bill Miller umpiring didn't hurt.
Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Oh, no. Opposite sheets. It's weird. It did hurt. It didn't hurt. But it's Bill Miller umpire. It was a 9-7 game or something. They scored 1 million runs.
Right.
Bill Miller's the good pitchers umpire.
No, I know. That's what I meant. It didn't help.
Yeah.
It was really funny yesterday. I don't want to call them out. There was another site that was all over
the Bill Miller thing.
Bill Miller, and it wasn't even the ump.
Mm-hmm. No, I remember that. Everybody's gonna have some like Bryce Miller will have more ownership than you think. You know, I don't know if people might play some Jake Irvin too. Actually, I don't think that many people are gonna play Alcantara, and I'm just gonna keep doing what I do and bet on the long term, results. One day they'll let him pitch at home again. He's pitched in Atlanta and Boston and St. Louis and in Baltimore, like in his last outings. And I just am such a believer still. Like, I just think he's really, really good, and he's getting really unlucky because he's not walking people. So I will play Alcantara tomorrow. I'm just going to keep rolling with it before everyone else does.
I think at the end of the day, I think just Joe Ryan is probably the best play.
Yeah, that's going to be the most popular play, along with
Gavin Williams.
Yeah, I could actually see Gavin Williams being pretty high. Although you don't really need money unless you play.
Dude, but I'll tell you, man, you look at the game log, you see Jake Irvin in the last game. I mean, and he's going to be cheap. All right, so Toronto is runners on first and third. Second and third, 2 outs.
111 pitches. How many pitches will they really let him throw? 5,300, but things have to go really well.
All right, so I think one of my guys has got to be coming up. Yeah, so the good news is Merrifield's coming up with second and third. Bad news is 2 outs, so he can't be protected by a sac fly here. He actually has to do something. And no bargain with the ownership with these Toronto's guys. Are all 10% or higher in this thing. But it doesn't matter. I'm the only one that has them, so it's all, you know what I mean? Like, it's a ball one, Brentford Field.
Zach Eflin and Joe Ryan, I think people will be able to get in if you want to do it. I don't think it's the worst thing, but I like the Alcantara Irvin idea too.
All right, let's go ahead to the main slate or the late slate after this pitch. Oh, Merrifield was all over that. As is, oh my God, this guy from Arizona just put it to the wall. And somebody scored. So Arizona's up either 2-1 or 3-1, 3-1. No Corbin Carroll, no worries. Then he only scored 3 runs. So, all right, Merrifield, ball 2, 2-1.
They're a different offense without Corbin Carroll in there.
Bases loaded in San Francisco.
Who's that?
In the bottom of the 8th.
Who's that?
Outs 0-2, number 14. I don't know who that is.
Righty, lefty.
A little squibber down the ball. I mean, foul ball. Yeah, I don't know who this is. They won't say. They say it was pitching. Oh, Bailey. 0-2, 2 outs, bases loaded for Bailey. 1-2. And then you have 2-2, 2 outs, second and third from Urias to Merrifield. Urias has 102 pitches.
Wow.
Top 6.
He's battling. That's what they'll let him throw more in these kind of games. It's crazy.
He's battling. And it's going to be an out for Bailey. So they're out of that inning. 2-1, San Francisco. And the Diamondback guy struck out. St. Louis has one more chance. Urias delivers. Ball just barely. Boy, Urias is so good. He's like right around that. That's a tough take. 3-2 to Merrifield with Bichette on deck. Big equity spot for Sheets' lineup here. 3-2. 4 seconds to go on the pitch clock. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3. Just not even remotely competitive. Urias just totally owned him on that pitch.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, it is what it is. Earned it. Urias just pumps his fist. That's right. So I'll have Bichette and Guerrero and Chapman will come up in the next inning against a different pitcher, at least. But who would I rather have? Like a 105th, 6th, and 7th pitch for Urias or some Dodger rigged reliever? I don't know.
Dodger rigged reliever?
Like one of these good relievers the Dodgers have, I mean.
Yeah.
I presume the Dodgers have a good bullpen. I'm just guessing.
It hasn't been good this year. Not lately.
Maybe they should put in like a position player just for an experiment for one inning.
Mm-hmm.
See what they can do. So I got one more. A couple of swipes out of the Cardinals. Yeah, I'll have Chapman and Bichette and Guerrero coming up the next inning. And if it's 3-2, well, if it's only the 7th, okay. So I'll get the 7th and maybe the 9th, and then maybe I'll have a couple of opportunities. Let's share this tab over here. Yeah, I think maybe Hideki or Sanjay. I think one of them win this thing. I think. Cam Young. I think all the top guys. I think one of them just gets it done. Oh, somebody's either coming in or leaving or something. Ooh, some guy from Arizona has a nasty curveball. This guy's in the game. Ginkle? I guess he's the closer. It's a nasty pitch. Wow. O'Neill, lazy ground ball out. And some righty for the Dodgers. So that was interesting that Kiki is back on the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think everybody we know is thrilled about it because everybody loves him.
Thank you for watching. Yeah. Oh, somebody said that Soto hit a home run. Oh, there's JD Martinez over there. Okay.
Did Soto hit one?
I think Soto hit a home run. It's 3-1. So it looks like Snell's going to get his 4 stupid points. Bogart's just under it. Carlson with a base hit. All right. Runner on first. 1 out. Down 3-1. They have to get to the Ginkle. Is Josh Hader still in the league?
No, I don't know where he is actually. To be honest, I think he's still there. I honestly don't know with him. I can't remember.
Might be hurt. Let me see. Padres fan survey: should Blake Snell and Josh Hader be traded? MLB Insider has big update on San Diego Padres trading Josh Soto and Josh Hader. MLB trade rumors: 3 times NL reliever of the year likely on the move. What? Writer proposes. Yeah, it looks like they're thinking of. I think he's on the Padres, and they're thinking of trading him. That is the answer.
Wow.
To where Josh Hader is.
I forgot that he was on the Padres. I hate him. I'm having flashbacks to last season.
Yeah, he's really easy to hit.
No, I know, but it was just bad. The whole Padres, I just feel like I blacked it out. It was a horrible experience to be there when they won both in a row. With like 30 family members too. So crazy.
Okay, so Bassett looks like he's out. Get the Toronto bullpen, whatever that means. And looks like this is going to be the end of the Cardinals game with a double play. And there it is. And Ginkle celebrates. So we have the A's about to lose. That's totally irrelevant. Why is this even on my screen? Cobb's not even online for a win. So I have just Toronto. Toronto's all that's left. All right. The good thing is I got nothing else going on. So Stacy's out at the Hamptons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here. I had some appointments. I have to do some other stuff. Just hope for this Toronto. Yeah, listen, I'll stay here for a 15-14 Toronto LA multi-extra inning game. Why not?
Yeah, why not? And then all the Toronto LA combo stacks will get us.
That's right.
We had it made in the shade and then see guys who have like 100 fantasy points score like 250.
Exactly. I guess listen, if, not to panic people here or whatever, but those of you who are, there's a MMA video I'll probably do either tomorrow DFS and Thursday betting, or Thursday DFS, Friday betting, and just the usual complement of stuff, while and then
if you had a chance, check out Goldie's videos. Like, they're longer, but they're really informative, and they talk a lot about like just what he looks for, and
Yep.
he's really, really well informed about the MLB, especially as along with football. So he's like, his videos are really, really cool. And obviously, he is the aggregate projections for the industry. So
Have you ever? And one thing I want to do, if I'd love to, boy, maybe we'll do something similar with the aggregate industry projections as far as the comparison. I don't have it set up that way, but maybe.
yeah, but it seems like we could, if you do it once, you could probably duplicate that without one.
Yeah, it's hard, but yeah.
But I think that there's I think it's duplicatable for people who know what they're doing.
Yes.
So and we have some now that we can hire. So
Have you ever done this? That's the other thing I wanted to learn about. Maybe what's his name will teach us whatever. I think I want to learn about this best ball thing.
oh, Rody, yeah, I think we should all do it together.
Yeah. I mean, it says $1 million for first. I may as well do something, right? It's $10. Whatever.
Probably could do something.
How hard can it be? Right? That's like, what do you pick? Like 30 guys, just the top 7 guys score every week. I mean, that's easy, right?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I tacked your 50 on to what I owe you for us getting the championship.
I thought, yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. We didn't win.
We didn't win. I don't know. Go check. Did we have Harmon?
We did not have Harmon. We didn't. Have you ever?
I said Cam Young though, and he probably tee to green. He was like the best golfer by a little ways. It was just Harmon made every putt.
Do you know anybody that does this stuff? I couldn't even do it if I wanted to. The Madden stuff.
No, but I could probably ask around a little bit.
It's not even legal in New York.
Yeah.
All right, so runner on first for the Dodgers.
Who's that?
Righty, DeLuca.
Oh, what is he doing in the game? So they're
Probably pinch hitting for Outman, I imagine.
Or Peralta or Hayward.
Or Peralta or Hayward, exactly. For it looks like for Hayward.
Yeah.
Taylor pinch hit for Peralta already. And I presume someone's going to be pinch hitting for Outman in a second.
It's going to be harder to play the Dodgers because they're going to have like all of the cheap stuff you get. You're only going to get like 2 at bats.
Well, we'll be able to see the pinch hit in a different inning because they just hit it to a double play.
Outman is usually but the thing is, if they're ahead, it's a little different. But they still do it unless they're way ahead sometimes.
Oh, DeLuca did not get doubled up. He just beat out the double play. So still runner on first, and it looks like they're going to let Outman hit. Yeah, Outman is going to hit.
I'm going to say goodnight to my kid. I'll be back in a second.
Sure. Yeah, for those of you that are following this, the MMA this week is I want to take a look at some of this. I want to look at the main slate again for tomorrow night.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, so wait, I pulled up the main slate for tomorrow. Outman with a single. First and third, 2 outs. Nope. Oh, second and third, 2 outs. Wow, Outman heady base running. Second and third, 2 outs.
Would I leave Rojas in? Probably, actually. He's good at single. I played him in one of my good ones.
Ooh, okay. Rude. Yeah, here's the main slate. Let me just make sure this is up. Main slate for tomorrow. You have Spencer Strider at 20,000, I think. No, 12,700. At Boston. Wow.
I forgot one thing. I'll be back in 1 second.
What happened?
I'll be back in 1 second.
Campagnano with a double. Whatever, Campanziato, whatever his name is. Manager challenge to see if maybe Outman was out. No, he's safe. Second and third. I mean, well, this guy that hit it for the Padres thought it was a home run, so he like flexed his muscles instead of hustling. Not saying he would have gotten a triple, but it was possible.
Sorry, I got some.
So when Bobby comes back, I would like to make an observation about tomorrow's main slate. Let's see. Rojas, second and third, 0-1, 2 outs. Some lefty is pitching. 0-2, not even close. So it's 0-2. To Miguel Rojas. 2 outs, second and third. Pitch. Fly ball down the right field line. It is caught. So they are going to the top of the seventh. Still 3-2. And Gary Sanchez just obliterates some ball. Murder. Just total murder. So here come the Padres stacks.
No problem, bud.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Gary Sanchez just hit a home run like 700 feet.
I played a ton of them.
Well,
I don't think it's going to matter for me.
yeah, so that's that. I wanted to show you an observation for tomorrow's main slate once you're back at the computer.
I'm back.
Yeah, so this is the main slate for tomorrow. So this is I mean, I wanted you to think about this for a second. So you have Spencer Strider at 12-7, whatever, against Boston. I want to identify two things for you. See Andrew Heaney.
What's his price? I can't.
Andrew Heaney is 6'7", and the aforementioned Alex Wood is pitching tomorrow.
We're not playing him.
And he's 6K. But I would just like to say
Doesn't mean anything.
that the two of those together are Spencer Strider.
Yeah, it doesn't really mean anything. I mean, I don't think Alex Wood is like even a person. Like he throws like 2 innings. That's not a thing to me. That would be like Stroman and any relief pitcher. I don't think he's the play that you have to consider, and I don't care how bad he's looked, is I think Rodon is going to be a good pivot off of some of this other stuff. And I also think it's a little bit reassuring to see 77 pitches out of Quintana at his price. I would rather play him. But I like the Heaney idea. I think it's going to be popular. I don't know who's going to pitch for Boston.
I think Lance Lynn is reasonable at 77.
Yeah, that seems pretty fair. I want to see how the wind is, But he's a ground ball guy anyway, so actually you could get really low ownership on him if you do have any wind.
Okay, so the guy, the sneaky Dodger reliever that's in there is a guy named Yency Almonte.
Yep.
43 games.
Yep.
He's legit, and he's against Vladimir Guerrero. And Guerrero, no, it's Bichette, sorry.
My dad has a picture with his wife because we sat in their seats by accident in San Diego when we went to a game together. It was the first time we've been to a game together, just the two of us, in like probably 20 years, if then. Yeah.
So you have Hogan. Oh my God, you have Hogan Harris against San Francisco. I guess San Francisco is going to look probably pretty good.
But I mean, they just aren't hitting like the ball, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to play them, but like it's annoying to me.
Quintana against Rodon. And Toronto is just really just not even remotely like close to any of these Dodger pitchers. I mean, like it's literally it's like embarrassing. Bichette struck out like he was like a little leaguer. So coming up will be looks like Guerrero and Chapman. I have all my guys. I mean, they just all strike out though. Let's see. Oh no, this isn't. This is looks like this is Belt, I guess. Yeah, Belt and then Chapman and Guerrero. Or Guerrero and Chapman. That's a great pitch. They didn't give it to him. That was a great pitch. 2-0. Grisham is up for San Diego. Good fastball. This guy's good, this Dodger guy.
75 pitches in his last game for Alex Wood almost has me thinking a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to think too long. Sorry, what was that? Oh,
This guy's good, this pitcher.
Yeah. He can pitch.
I'll tell you who else is good. This freaking is this Austin Barnes? Who's catching for the Dodgers?
Maybe, I mean, it should be Will Smith, but I don't know if they brought him
Doing a
out.
really good job with framing his pitches, whoever this is.
He's a good catcher. He is trouble throwing people out, but
3-2 to Belt. Nice pitch, struck him out. Wow, this guy's good. Yency, Dodgers could start hitting a little bit. So, did we ever get any clarity about what happened to Walker Buehler?
he tore his arm. He has Tommy John,
Aye.
but they always come back better these days.
And when is Kershaw coming back?
I think pretty soon.
Oh man, and Guerrero hit a freaking rope to deep center, but the guy caught it. Okay.
Ugh.
It looks like so. Let me just look at this again. So so there's Valdez at 10-9. He's going to be the very obvious pivot for sure. Yeah, you could I mean, Rodon. I can't do it. Just can't do it. Stroman at 9-4. Yeah, you know what? At the end of the day, I think Lynn is probably going to be popular. I think Lynn will be even more owned than Haney. I think.
Building my lineup already for tomorrow here.
The main slate.
I'm going to play Lynn and Haney.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try to get the cheap pieces of San Francisco.
I like that, huh?
I'm going to play Atlanta.
Because they're Atlanta.
Because they're Atlanta and we don't know who's pitching, and that's good enough for me.
Oh my God, Sean Murphy, 6,200.
I know.
Pretty funny. Maybe get lucky and d'Arnaud catches.
Even if you spend down, you have to play Riley, Olsen, and Acuna with somebody else who's on the bottom tier.
Look at these prices. It's amazing.
I know.
And yet you have Ozuna's it's like 3,900.
I know. It's between he and Rosario for my last spot right now. I just don't know of a 2K second baseman. Wisely.
We start with Michael Harris.
Lefty, you'll never play.
Rosario, Harris, Ozuna. Play all three and then don't play Acuna, I guess.
Yeah, I'm playing Acuna. I'm not listening to my other thing.
How can you play Acuna instead of Michael Harris, honestly? Yeah, and then you hope that you can get. Yeah, you hope you get d'Arnaud in the lineup.
I've got my lineup. It's in there. We got lineups for both of them. Lynn. I'll just read it though. Lynn and Heaney with Olsen, Riley, Arcia, Acuna, and Rosario.
That's good to me.
Patrick Bailey and Matos from San Francisco, and then Jordan Diaz has been batting first through third at 2,400 against lefties for Oakland.
Well, I'm going to start with Wilmer Flores at 3,500.
I couldn't fit him in. I could have. I just had to change the catcher, and the catchers. I could use the catcher from Oakland and then upgrade. But I like Bailey. He's my favorite realistic catching option. I'm wrong. Assuming it's not like 12 degrees. You never know in San Francisco.
So they still start Peterson even though it's a lefty, right? Or they sometimes bench him.
No, they usually don't. They did today.
They usually don't play him, you mean?
What?
They usually don't play him, or they usually don't bench him?
Who? What? It's a very odd way of phrasing a question.
Do you think Josh Peterson plays tomorrow?
I honestly, it's anyone's guess. He played it today against lefty.
He played today. Okay, that's what
but he hasn't been.
So we start with Bailey, Flores.
I think you might see Conforto or Yastrzemski instead. It's easy pivot to Conforto price wise.
Mookie flies out. Lynn Haney.
I'm sorry, it's like 100 degrees here, man. It's so hot. It melted away.
Yeah, so you could definitely do that. Like you were saying, like some San Francisco Atlanta combination with those two pitchers. You know, I don't like sometimes when you watch it's like MLB TV, like you turn your head and you look back and they show like some guy that's like hitting a home run, you think it just happened, but they were like showing a highlight from like 4 innings ago or something. All right, I think I am going to pack it in. If it turns out that Toronto does come back and does whatever, then good. But I will 12 o'clock tomorrow. No, 11 o'clock tomorrow, right? Or 11:30.
11:30.
Okay, so see you at 11:30, and then we'll do the main slate. Then we'll do golf.
Sounds perfect.
All right. Good luck, everybody.
All right. Good luck, everybody. Have a good night, Sheets.
See you later.